Hey everybody, it's me, Kelly Ellie, and I'm here to play The Sims with you guys today. Today I am working on another speed build. This is going a little bit out of order from how I pre-recorded some things last week. um, In the video that I just posted yesterday, I talked about how there would be like an episode 2, an episode 3, and a speed build. But I got home from work today and it was kind of a rough day at work, and I felt like finishing this build, so I decided to go ahead and work on that. So this is actually Sabel's house. For the voice recording for the last video, I talked about how I went ahead and moved her into the scientist career because I felt like it fit her personality. That was kind of the plan that I had for her from the beginning. If our sim Natalie became friends with her, and she has built up a relationship with Sabel. So I'm going to be moving Sabel into this house, and we will start rotating between Natalie and Sabel and their stories. So if you have any requests for what you would like to see going on with Sabel, let me know in the comments section. I really like building in Oasis Springs. I kind of reserve Oasis Springs as like, I kind of break it up into 3 sections. I do the like mid-century modern thing, I do like a regular modern, and then I do the, oh gosh, the word is gone. That like traditional sandstone villa. It's like a villa theme. Um, so that's what to expect from Oasis Springs. I wanted Sable to live in Oasis Springs because it's close to the scientist lab thing, which I also want to rebuild eventually. I guess I could have left her in Willow Creek for a while, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll leave her in Willow Creek for a while because I had this idea that maybe in the rotation um, we'll follow her to work for a while, and then as she gets promoted in things, maybe she gets transferred to a different location, and then that would be like the renovated science lab or whatever it's called. I don't remember. So yeah, so maybe it'll be a minute before she moves into this house. Maybe I'll play it that way, like she's in Willow Creek just starting out in the science career, and then maybe after she gets promoted she gets transferred. I kind of like that idea. Let me know what you guys think for sure. I kept her house a little generic because I haven't got to play with Sable very much. We know that her favorite color is gray and that she likes painting. I guess I should have included an easel because of that, but I'm gonna just move her in regardless of if she has the money for it, and then I'll probably like maybe adjust her funds a little bit so that she's not sitting on top of like however much Sims start with. I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, but then that gives her something to work towards, so she can buy that with her own money. So I kept the style of it pretty generic for like a mid-century modern. Um, these countertops, I want to say that these are the ones from the Island Living, and they don't have cabinets. And I feel like that was a thing. I feel like they added in cabinets for them because that was a thing. Or was that the Jungle Adventures one? I don't know. But here I am like, okay, what did I pick? I picked this, and they don't have cabinets for that. So I ended up going with the Dream Home Decorator cabinets, and they turned out really good. I loved these like tall pieces with the dishes in them. I think those are really cute. This is probably one of my like favorite kitchens I've done. I think the bar area could flow a little bit better. Um, Ideally, I would have popped out the wall for that restroom like farther into the house and had that be like some kind of bigger room, and then maybe done like a square bar coming off of that wall. Because this gap here in front of the refrigerator is kind of strange to me, but I don't know. I really like these chairs. I still have not played too much with that like desert stuff pack that we all got for free. Um, I want to include it in a build, but I just don't know which one yet, so I haven't looked at any of it other than what I clicked on for this video. Like there's the bar for it, but it definitely looked like it belonged outside because that it had that lighting around it and it was kind of like a stone bottom. I really wanted to put a bar in here. I thought that that looked really cool, but I also knew that I was going to do a back door somewhere in here. So I couldn't figure out quite how to make that fit. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll be, I mean, I assume we'll be renovating this house some as we go, or if we'll just move Sabel to a new house when it's time for her to like grow her household or whatever. If she even decides to grow her household, I don't know. Here I'm trying to like figure out. I don't remember why I started doing this. I felt like something was like looking kind of awkward or not sitting right, so I started messing with it to see if I could fix it. And and then I thought, oh, I'll do like a sunken living room, and only messed with it for a couple of minutes before I couldn't get it to work and was like, okay, well, I'll watch a video on it and learn how to do it and then come back with it for another build. But yeah, I love all of these tall windows and all of that kind of stuff in here. I think it's so pretty. And these curtains from that new little stuff pack, love those. Those are my favorite. I'm so glad that they have finally included that like curtain bar to go across windows too. I wish that they had done that for all the curtains. We talked a little bit about the like Sims 5 announcement, Project Renee, whatever you want to call it, in my voiceover for the last video. And that's one thing that I want in the Sims 5 is a curtain bar that goes all the way across. I do prefer curtains that come in two panels like that. I would be totally fine if every single curtain we had was a panel instead of, like trying to fit the windows. But give me curtain bars. Give me, even if it's just like a generic little bar, just give me one that will match all or most of the curtains and I'll be happy. But I really like how this one is kind of different and special. But I do wish we had one that looked like it matched more curtains. That would be so nice. Trying to figure out how to break up this big space because there wasn't really anything that would fit there. So I ended up putting in kind of like a little entryway. I thought that turned out pretty good. Yeah, I don't always necessarily love having the little spandrel things inside the houses, but I figured since there wasn't going to be like a ton of gameplay like in that specific area of the house, it wouldn't be that bad. It might show up when you're like trying to play, when I'm trying to play, or you if you want to download this on the gallery. I haven't actually uploaded it quite yet. I wanted to get through the video first. But anyway, I'm not sure if it'll show up in gameplay for the living room. It looked like when I kind of focused the camera over that it was okay for the kitchen. But here I am working on the living room. I'm happy with the living room, but there's definitely like a tone change here because of that fireplace that I wanted to use. The tones get much darker in this room than in the rest of the house. And at first I was trying to keep it kind of like light, in color with the rest of the furniture, but I was just having a hard time getting it a batch. I'm happy with how it ends up here in a minute. We may have to kind of like recolor a few things based on Sabel's likes and dislikes. I don't really know how those are going to develop, but I guess we'll see. I'm so tired. It's only 8:30. I feel bad. Every time I sit down to do a voiceover, I immediately start yawning because I have to do them at night. Oh, okay. So when I went to record this, for some reason I had to stop the recording and like come back to it. I didn't exit the game. I didn't like completely stop the recording. I just paused it. And I think I like got a phone call. I don't remember. Something happened. When I came back, I thought that I unpaused my recording. And so I recorded decorating her bedroom and her bathroom on that end of the house before I realized that I had never hit continue recording or whatever, and that made me so upset. It was just a small chunk and there's nothing like wildly interesting that happens, but I just feel like I make some kind of mistake in every single video, and it's kind of discouraging because I want to be good at it, but I'm still learning. I talked about that a lot in the last one, especially since I recorded all these videos on the same day, and so the two that I needed to have audio didn't have audio because I messed that up, so I'm having to do so many voiceovers, which is fine, but it's not what I intended them to be. And I don't remember what all I talked about. A lot of stuff that I talked about in the second video, I ended up talking about in episode 2, so now I'm like, do I even release the episode 3 that I already have recorded, or do I just, sorry, we'll do better next time and like keep playing? I have no idea. I haven't decided yet. I did know that I wanted to release this build video even with the mistake, so that's another reason why I decided to work on this today instead of the actual like episode. I think I probably will still release it. I don't remember a ton of what happens. She just builds her relationship with Sabel pretty much. Oh, and she found. Well, I guess we'll wait and see in the episode. I don't want to spoil it now and then have nothing to talk about in the episode. I am so glad it is finally the weekend. It is Friday the 28th today. So Halloween is on Monday. How do you guys do Halloween where you live? When I was growing up, I grew up in a very small town, and we always trick-or-treated the Saturday around Halloween. So if it was immediately before Halloween, like it is this week, we would trick-or-treat on this Saturday. Or if it was like right after Halloween, we would trick-or-treat on that one. Like if Halloween was on a Friday, we would trick-or-treat on the following Saturday. Or even that Friday night. I don't know. I don't remember. But like, there was no trick-or-treating on a school night. As a kid, I probably would have been totally fine either way. As an adult who works in the education system, I hate that the town that I live in now, which is still kind of a small town, but they trick-or-treat on Halloween. And I get it, because it's Halloween, it's spooky, yay. But I hate it. I hate it. I wish I had had enough forethought to take off November 1st, because it's going to be a nightmare. They were so crazy this week already, and now this is how we're going to start November? Insane. When I worked at the elementary school level, I used to have this like joke that your behavior the day after Halloween determines my behavior for the Christmas party. If your parents let you load up on sugar and junk and you show up to my classroom on November 1st throwing up and causing a problem. I have no rules at the Christmas party. You can have as many pieces of cake as you want. Here, have cupcakes. Here, have candy. You want 5 pizzas of pizza? Great, enjoy yourself. Because I'm going to send you home. And I'm going to send you home with a noisemaker. So you can throw up with your noisemaker. So never actually did that. But that was always my kind of like joke. I don't know how it's going to be like this year. I don't really know how any of that works for middle school. And it was always usually fine. Like, they're a little bit crazy. I mean, they're definitely crazy. But I've survived it 6 years. So surely number 7 will also be fine. What's really going to get me is the hormones in this level of education. Just too much going on. Y'all gotta calm down. If you're in middle school, calm down, please. Ridiculous. Checking out, making sure all the lights on the outside are good. I kind of wish that I had done like a move objects thing and put those bar stools a little closer together, but I wanted them to be usable for gameplay. I'm just looking for some art to put over the TV. I didn't put a ton of art on the walls in this house. I didn't feel like there was a ton of space for it because there's so many like big beautiful windows and just kind of like the walls are a little bit random. But I do end up putting some here and then a couple pieces in her bedroom. I went with that fish thing. It's random, but it looked nice. I gave her lots of plants too. I got kind of zoned out while I was telling my story about Halloween, but I don't know if you've seen it yet, but outside I do end up putting a couple of planters, and then on that table outside the what would be a half bath, or what is a half bath, I put some like little garden tools there, kind of like she came in from the backyard and like dropped her garden tools there. I figured since she's in the science career, she would need some of that stuff or be into some of that stuff. Oh, I haven't done it yet. Here we go. And then I also put the elements collection thing in her bedroom. What do those chairs go with? Are they just sitting chairs? Because they look exactly like the kind of chairs that you would put at an outdoor table. So I was kind of upset that they didn't go to anything. I thought this table was cute. I couldn't remember what pack it was from, even after I checked. And then I couldn't find the pack for the longest time. Ow. There's the planters. I thought about putting one of those like tiny succulent things on the table, but I haven't decided if Sabel's a dog person or a cat person yet. I still think we need to get Natalie a pet. Maybe, eventually. But I don't know what kind of pet to get her. Maybe Sabel is a hamster person. Or a hedgehog. Maybe she needs a hedgehog. There's not really anywhere in her house to put one. I could find space. That would be kind of funny. Okay, these are some screenshots that I took. Look at that kitchen. It's so, so pretty. I love it. There's the living room. And there's the bedroom. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you had a good time. And I will see you guys next time.